How
Yeah.
are you? How are you, sir?
I've lost 80 pounds. I'm weightless. I'm sitting on the lunar surface.
Well, you'd also be breathless, Dick. And you wouldn't be sitting. You'd be floating.
No, because I've got a weight in my one part of my anatomy that's like a lead sinker. How was your weekend?
I was busy. Wrote 2 offers, played with my kids. It was awesome.
Good. You're wearing a name badge today?
Yeah, I found it finally.
Is that a new one?
No?
I like it. It's really straightforward, like you are, you know?
I'm trying to get my transaction desk or the zip forms to work with Dotloop so I can teach how to, or DocuSign so I can show you guys how to do all that.
Yeah.
My mind will not connect.
I've got one transaction closing either on Friday or Monday, and I'm staying with Dotloop because I don't want to have any mistakes take place.
Right. You don't, I mean, if you got deals closing out between now and the October 1st, keep them in Dotloop so you don't have to move them. If they're going to close out after that, then migrate them over.
Well, my cap begins September 1, so I'm really anxious to get this baby in.
Actually, mine does too.
Oh, congratulations. You know, I found your old business card that you gave me when I first met you.
Nice.
And I like that. You're standing up with your whole vertical. And I'm thinking about trying to how to catch, yes. And I'm trying to figure out how to take that and make that into something really extraordinary on Zoom. I may have you fighting Godzilla or something like that, or George the Animal Steel.
George Steele. That name sounds familiar. Boxer?
Oh, World Wrestling Federation. It's my football coach.
Okay.
One of the legends. He was my best friend for 47 years. And actually, I used him to create a sales training class. Things that he taught me back in high school. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet today. I don't want to mouth off too much.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that. He's in his own habitat. How'd it go this weekend, buddy? Did you get did you sell the house?
I was waiting for everyone to get on and start talking about this. We got some feedback.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, hello there. What a beautiful background.
Thank you, Nick.
Yes. Is there a shark in the water over there? Oh no,
I need to put one back there.
no, that's a Remax realtor. Just swing by. No, I didn't say that. Well, Larry, how'd the open house go this weekend?
Went well.
Good. Any offers yet?
Under contract.
Oh my God, you uploaded. Arr!
Yeah, no, it was a little, I was scared actually, I'm flat out honest. Slow response on the open house. I mean, the first 2 realtors that came in, did I just say that wrong? Realtors that just, that came in bringing clients. First thing to tell them about, oh, you're going to be busy today. You know, total of the day, 5 people came through total on Saturday. 6 people came through on Sunday, but fortunately the first person that was in there on Saturday ended up making an offer, full price, and wanted 2% commission, negotiated that down to 1, and we're in contract.
All you need is the one thing, as Gary Keller said.
Yeah, all you need is one.
My open
Go ahead.
house was really weekend too, Larry.
You blipped in and out. Try it again.
Oh, my open house was really slow this weekend too.
It was weird. I thought about it because I was at 269.9 on the price point, so I was a little above, obviously quite above the 200, 210 mark.
Mhm.
But was a little slower than I was thinking.
Yeah.
That neighborhood in the last 30 days, 6 other houses sold. And they all sold in less than 5 days. But like Dick said, all it takes is one. Happened to have a client that was
Mhm.
brought in by an outside agent, but they had gotten something happened in the previous deal that they were in. So they were desperate to find a house. And the house was in such good condition and so on that it basically sold itself.
That's one of the greatest words in the world is desperation. When you can find someone who's desperate. But if the house is sold in 5 days on average, and you sold it in 1 day, that's
Well, technically 3.
well, that's still 125%, maybe more, 140% better than the average bear or the average realtor.
Yeah, my biggest thing was I was happy to get a full price offer. They actually were ready to take it higher. And I'm like, oh, no, we're not doing that because I don't, we're already stretching the appraisal here. Because the rest of the area, they first said full price offer, and then they wanted to go to 272. I called the agent and said, nope, you need to rewrite this contract. Minimize or reduce your concessions. He was trying to finance the concessions. But I told the other agent, I said, look, this is pushing the appraisal. The rest of the neighborhood, the rest of the houses in the area, the closest deal was 275, but that had a pool. Now this house has a massive upgrades, which are going to help it, and I think we're going to get there on the appraisal. But I didn't want to risk it. I told him, I said, I'm not going to get into an appraisal issue with this property. My sellers need to get on an airplane to Singapore on the day after closing. We're not going to have this problem. So we're topping out. Let's do the retail pricing thing, keep it at 69.9, not 270, and make it look like it changed into the next bracket and all that stuff, even when the appraiser gets there. So my write-up for the appraiser is going to be pretty extensive on this one too.
But what we call that closing? That's called a Singapore close, Singapore sling.
There you go.
Remember that old
Change the name of this call, the Scripps and Shenanigans. But that's good, Larry. I'm glad you had some activity and you got her under contract, because ultimately that's all that matters. How was yours, Renee? Super slow or what?
I'm sorry? Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking to Renee. Never mind.
Super slow. That's the slowest one I've had in a long time. So it was higher price point too, 66.5, but it was out in Gladden Farms, which I think was the issue, but
Gotta run them. Oh, the good thing is I don't think it was just you guys. I think the market in total and everywhere was slow, because driving around this weekend showing houses, there wasn't a whole lot of traffic. Like in just normal driveway, freeway traffic, there wasn't a whole lot.
I
So
didn't
don't
think
know
there
what
was.
was keeping people inside, but that was going to be an indicator how the.
I think the problem, there was a discount offered at Arby's that everybody flocked to, and it took away from the sales of houses.
Could have absolutely been it, Dick.
Yeah, the original Arby's sandwich.
Can I jump in?
Jump in.
I went to my first listing appointment Friday. It went well. And I really want to put a big thank you out to Tess for going with me. That was awesome. And then I was doing some lead generation yesterday, and I got another listing appointment for this coming Thursday. And I already sent her the pre-listing questionnaire and the pre-listing presentation, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's a mini ranch, 40 acres. So the comps I'm doing was a little difficult, but I was able to find a couple. The houses was a little bigger than theirs, so I had to reduce it by do the adjustments to the comps based on the square footage and the price per square foot. And
Where is it?
it's actually down in Rio Rico.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a nice area.
Yeah.
Teresa, got a question for you. You said it's a mini ranch that has 40 acres.
Yeah.
Was it the back 40 or the front 40?
I don't know. But anyway, it's the back 40, I believe.
Well, that's the most important because people remember the back.
Yeah, it's the back 40. The house is closer to the road.
You'll get it. You got that, all the confidence in the world in you.
Yeah, so I was pretty happy. And then another thing, I called a guy and he hung up on me. And so I called him right back and I said, I'm so sorry. I think I hung up on you by accident. He goes, no, I hung up on you. I'm like, well, why would you do a thing like that? So I was just like, oh, you know.
And did you end up having a conversation?
Yes. And I found out the poor man, he lost his wife last month.
Oh, geez.
He thought I was
that's heavy.
he thought I was some telemarketer. And anyway, once I was like very real with him and said, well, why on earth would you, do a thing like that? I'm so sorry. I didn't, and so we got talking and he shared that and apologized to me for being so rude. I told him that's okay. I completely
Way
understand.
to go, Richard.
Good job.
And then come to find out, he's going to be selling his home and he does want to buy one here in Tucson. So I'll be working with him and he's talking about within the next couple months.
Way to go, girl.
So
That's
I was
awesome.
Fantastic, you know.
happy.
Make
Yeah,
it feel guilty. Use guilt.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
push a little bit.
It did work in this. But
You know, when people hang up on me, I call them back and I say, was it something I said? And they laugh.
I'll do the same thing if they don't answer the first callback. I'll text them and say, "Did I make you mad?" Question mark. So always call them back. That's some good ideas right there, Teresa.
Good job.
Good job. Look at her. She's all smiles today. Last week she was all frowns and upside downs, and now she's right side up at least.
yeah,
What's in the cup, Teresa?
I'm not going to sell.
Y'all work for yourselves. I don't care.
No.
There's been a ton of real estate transactions that started around a beer at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
Brave. Yeah.
When I was selling in Rocky Point, people were lined up at the door at 10 o'clock in the morning with beer in one hand, cigarette in the other. We have money. We're buying something today. Show us what you got and we'll pick one. It was crazy.
Wow.
Isn't that?
Nothing like signing a contract under duress.
Yeah, well, that's like going to sleep at night and waking up in heaven.
I literally once carried a document that was needed to close the deal. I was wading through the water out to a boat at a boat launch to get a signature on a piece of paper.
Oh my God.
Hey, it worked. They're like, yeah, just go. We're going to fishing in the morning. Just come down to the boat launch. We'll just sign it there. Well, they were already out in the water. I'm wading out in the water, chest deep. Here we go.
I would love to have a photo or a video of that. Boy,
Actually, I do have a photo of it somewhere.
let me make you a star in social media.
There you go. I'll even wade through water to get a signature for your contract.
As Larry the House Guy.
No, it's not even that, Larry. You missed
Infested water as it get to you.
Larry. You missed the biggest thing. I may be up to here in it, but I'm still working for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Heads up.
That's a good one.
awesome. That's
I like
Cindy,
that.
good morning.
the postal motto.
There you go. Did you get any response back on that email offer?
Oh, me?
Yep.
Or him? Yes, not accepted.
And what was the list price?
179.
You got beat 10 over with no asks. Nice.
Probably. There was at least
Yeah.
a dozen offers, so
Good job.
it
Yeah,
was.
I don't specifically enjoy with a situation like you. She got asked to email her offer specifics, and then if it was acceptable, to send an official offer.
Right.
What?
Yep.
That's
Because-
that's a phone negotiation, not an email.
Was the seller an engineer?
I'm not too sure who the seller was. But what happened is when I made the phone call to the listing agent after we viewed the home, within like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, I was informed by the listing agent that they were going to make the decision in less than an hour from the time that I was talking to her. So I made a comment and said, oh my, I said, well, I don't know if I'll have my offer in time. So she said, send me an email with your offer so I can get it in there. And then if we accept it, then send me your official offer. So,
A little different.
That's
which is when I texted Dan.
What was the address?
I'm sorry?
What was the address?
Oh, 1741 West Maplewood Drive down in Midvale Park.
Huh. I got another one coming live in that same area.
Really?
1745?
No, 1741.
Oh, 1741. Oh, 1745 is my address here at the office.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot. This is a nice house.
Yeah.
Who's it listed?
was-
I just want to see.
Carissa Miller at,
Tucson's TLC Real Estate, also known as a property manager turned realtor.
oh,
Oh,
it was nice because it had the turf grass in the back, nice
Yeah.
backyard. And compared to some of the other, a couple of homes that were similar.
Concrete floors,
Mhm.
stained concrete floors,
A remodeled kitchen.
if you want to call it that.
Wow.
a flip.
Compared to the other couple.
No, you can tell this was a home that was owned and lived in that they just wanted to freshen up to sell it to get top dollar. So, I mean, they did a decent job. I like that they picked the espresso cabinets. It really complements the space. I just,
Yeah.
that kitchen style, I've always hated it because if you open up the fridge doors, you
Uh-huh.
can't walk behind anybody.
I know it's a little narrow, but it seemed a little bit bigger once you were in there. But
Oh, yeah. But no, it's a good, I love the
mhm.
fact that the concrete floors, wood in
Yeah.
the master.
Stained concrete floors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it stands up. It looks nice. It's, of course, can get some offers.
Did you
That
try to
turf-
find out what you got beat out by?
I would.
Mm-mm.
I know. I tried last week on
Well-
one that we got beat out on, and we never got a response back from the agent.
Well, what I did ask is, how did I word it? I asked them if, what would be a competing offer, where we at a competing offer. I was just told to send in your highest offer with no closing and no warranties.
Yeah, I've got another one coming live like a mile from there. If that, it's the Valencia side of Midvale, not Drexel.
All right.
So it'll be in that same price range.
Cool.
3-2, a little bit smaller backyard, a little bit different house layout, but they're doing it's got tile and they're putting in laminate floors right now and getting it cleaned up after the tenants moved out. So
Hey, Dan, what's in the brown bigger bag behind you?
chips.
Chips. You can see the little grease stains coming through.
I like your background.
Like-
Cindy. Looks great.
Yeah, my nice crowded bookshelf back there.
So
It's good.
I think one thing we need to start doing is the offers that we get beat out on, try to get the particulars in there. And let's start sharing those in the morning calls and see what we can find out. I happen to know that conversation right there with my buyers this weekend when I was like, listen, this is what I'm seeing in the market right now, is that my buying agents out there are doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 houses and putting offers on more than half of them and getting beat out. And they are at least $10,000 over list. And then the buyer's like, oh, well, it just kind of changes their footprint where they're like, oh, it's 198. What do you think we can get it for? 220.
Right.
What? And
But then it has to appraise.
yes. And that's the
Yeah, we
conversation I had.
even waived appraisal contingency on our offer and still got beat out on it. No warranty. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Did you toss in a case of beer?
Or a free
No,
pizza.
but apparently
I hear
we
that
should. And
works.
we got the text or the email at like 7:10 in the morning that they were gonna accept another offer. And the agent, her phone always goes straight to voicemail. She must have it on do not disturb for numbers that she doesn't have saved. Because I tried from my 2 phone numbers and it went straight to voicemail each time. I texted because she had responded to a text when we submitted it and called. Well, and sent an email.
Wow.
Yeah, and we offered God, what day was that?
That was easy.
Nice, Dick. To be you.
You remember that, right, Cindy? Yes.
I don't know if I do, but the two go together. So, maybe Dick and Larry would be the people to ask. What would be your script to find out, like, what the offer was that we got beat out by? Like, is there a nice way to ask as opposed to the wrong way to ask?
There's only one question you can ask. What do I have to do to win this offer? And they'll either answer you or not. Because, really, we're not supposed to do that, but some of them do that.
Yeah, so because she said, in order to be fair to the other, she says, all I can tell you is submit your highest offer with no warranties and no closing costs. That's all she said.
Well, that's better than nothing.
No, I know, yeah, but Dan was saying after the fact that you were notified that your offer wasn't accepted to find out what was accepted.
Have you ever done an offer where you say, I will beat whatever the offer is up to such and such, I will beat it by $500 and close with, write up an offer that way?
The escalation clause.
The
Of course,
escalation clause, right.
it's a conversation with your buyer because you have to see how far they can go.
Right.
And then, but the escalation clause, 2 things happen though. It's kind of a double-edged sword. If you go in there and say, well, I want to get this to, if it's listed at 210 and you're saying we'll go to 220, you say that in the escalation clause and you're exposing how far you can go. But by the way the escalation clause is written, they are supposed to provide that highest other offer to show why you had to be pushed to 220 or whatever it is. So that's the best way you can go to try and win the deal is using the escalation clause. And I think, Dan, are you seeing escalation clauses being used more now?
I've actually only seen 2 of them in the last couple of months that were done right. But I have seen a ton of just outrageous offers.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm just wondering how many of these people with these outrageous offers are walking into an appraisal problem.
Larry, the way you explained it was perfect, and I've used that, and that's very successful. But as you're right, you got to sit down there with your client and say, how bad do you want to win this house?
Yeah, and or talk to the lender and say how far can they go.
Well, most of the buyers who are going to do that are going to pick up the difference in whatever the appraisal cost, and you put that under.
That's
appraisal costs. I'll make up the difference up to that point.
Yeah, that's another conversation with a buyer. Do you have cash available to cover the difference if the appraisal comes in under? Most of the time they don't.
And because they already have to cover closing costs. When 6 months ago, we weren't even talking about that. So, and now he has to consider the closing costs.
But also, if you put in there that it's a cash deal using unmarked 10s and 20s and $50 bills.
There you go. Don't do business with Dick.
Hey, a little humor goes a long way.
Levity's a good thing.
Let me tell you how great you guys are compared to other agents. My daughter called me yesterday, and her and her husband decided to sell their home in Louisville, Kentucky. His agent is the same agent that he bought the home from several years ago, and that's fine. And however, this is his agent's tactic. Well, you guys just go on realtor.com. If you see anything, let me know.
Oh my gosh.
Where's your, you got to call them up and go, let me find you an agent
Right.
and get and do the referral. Find somebody in Louisville to do it or wherever it is. Where'd you say it was?
Louisville, Kentucky. And he's getting both transactions. He's going to let them help them find a home and sell their home. This guy's not doing anything. He goes, would y'all, just if you find place, just let me know. And I think the most I can get for you is 150. I mean, we just throwing numbers at them. And
And
he-
did-
New agent.
Did you tell them that they need to, did they already sign up with us?
no, they didn't sign anything.
Whoever's on the iPhone and not on the video, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah, iPhone. Whose iPhone?
I don't know.
Yeah. You need to call them and go, no. Well, let me help you find 3 agents in their town to go meet with them.
Yeah,
And do the referral fee.
yeah. Because I told her, I said, and if you go with Keller Mortgage, because they don't know what lender to go to, I said, you can save quite a bit on the closing fees because they're going to go conventional.
Yeah, you need to call them now. After this call, you need to call them, have a straightforward, look, this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to find you 3 agents. You're going to talk to the 3 agents. You're going to find the one you like, and they're going to work for you as opposed to the guy telling you to go look on realtor.com and then tell him what you want to go see.
Because, yeah,
You just
because
Teresa, you just tell them that, Mama knows best. You're a professional realtor, and this is how you shake out the chaff from the wheat. And I'll help you do it, and we'll get you a good realtor.
well, she called me. She called me because they want me to do what their realtor should be doing. They want me to find them homes. They want me to do a radius search where he works and all this stuff. I said,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I do all that for my clients. That's what your realtor should be doing.
Yeah, no, you need to tell them, I'll find you someone who will do just that.
Yeah.
Hire the bum.
And it's a referral fee
Yeah.
Ask if we got a gun.
on 2 sides, possibly.
Yeah, he's getting both transactions, and he's charging them 4% for each transaction.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, the guy's a scammer.
Yeah, that's a lazy guy who's just, he's got a hold of somebody that doesn't ask questions.
I said, you're kidding me. 4% for each transaction.
No. Now you're in your family. I'm handling this for you.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop calling. You're going to find somebody else.
Yeah. It was,
Mama Bear comes to the rescue.
oh, yeah, I'm going to call her when I get off this call. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
Tell her-
and just tell her this is what you're going to do. Here's what I'm going to do for you. You've been asking me to find houses for you. Okay, I'm going to find a surrogate for you. But it's going to be a Keller Williams agent who's going to act like me, and you're going to interview 3 of them, 2 or 3, whatever. I'm going to send you some folks, or either have you call and talk to some folks, meet with one of them, pick one, and then you will have a real estate agent doing the things you're asking me to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You may want to also say that you just talked to the top realtors in all of Tucson, Arizona, and this is what they said. But I would also offer and say, look, let me interview a few great agents, and I will get it down to 3. You let me know when you talk to them if you feel the same way. But let me talk to them before you sign up. You might as well make money off your family.
Yeah, because she said, yeah, he said he's going to list it for 150. But we're thinking about putting all new windows in, and we're doing a complete bath remodel. And I said, and is he going to increase the listing price? No, he said he's still going to do 150. I said, did he advise you not to do all that then?
Right. Yeah.
You're just throwing your money away. For what? If he's not going to list it for more. So this is just insane. So anyway, I just wanted to share how some really lazy agents out there are getting paid a lot of money to do nothing.
And that's
If
the
you wanna
problem.
you want to get their attention, send a telegram.
Anyway,
You are
what,
wrong.
Larry?
They'll say, what's a telegram?
Exactly.
Well,
What,
guys, sorry
Larry?
about bouncing on back and forth on the calls. I got a bunch of offers out this weekend, and the good thing is things are starting to pop off and get accepted. So
Yay.
if you would have your clients write letters,
Mm-hmm.
They're working. They really are. So 3 points I can give you on any offer. As the agent, call, introduce yourself, and have a conversation prior to showing. If you're writing an offer, secondly, call, reintroduce yourself, create an engagement, build rapport, ham up the agent, tell them you're submitting an offer. You should see it within a blank time frame. Third, on the email, make sure that your offer is complete, documents are in line, have a cover letter, and then goose them up in the email as well.
That's great advice.
Look forward to working with you to get this deal closed to help out your client and this amazing family. Blah, 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 right? This is where the show and go happens, like jazz hands, right? Woo! Look at me, look at me, look at me. And then fourth bit of advice, so my 3 points just expanded. Call or text, and make sure they got the offer. I say this because of what?
Well, so, you know, you got to stand out in the field of all the stuff showing up.
Not even just that, spam filters.
Yes.
I had the offer that's going to get accepted this morning hit a spam filter last night. And because I called and talked to the agent's admin, the admin did this, and she emailed me back and copied the right parties and said, hey, Vinny's out of town. Here's his buyer's agent. Your email went to spam. I got it corrected. And I was all, shit, I got 3 other offers that were sent out. Let me make sure they all got. And I didn't do that fourth part 5 o'clock on a Sunday when my kid was out swimming. I wanted to go jump in the pool with him, so I didn't think to do that part. So I texted him 3 hours later and said, hey, I sent you an offer. Did you get it? And I got text back this morning and called back this morning. But you want to make sure you want, like you said, stand out. You want to be different. We're in the people business. It's not just the parties involved. It's also the agents, because I hate to say it, there is biases out there. If you make a stellar experience with the agent and they just absolutely love your interaction, and you get an offer that just actually happens to be relatively aggressive in the ballpark, and you have a heartfelt letter from a single mother, blah, 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 blah.
I got about 10 copies of different versions of that going apart.
I actually used to write the letters myself, and then I stopped, and I asked the sellers to start, or the buyers to start writing their own.
Yep.
And it's a different voice.
You know, I took off my spam filter because why would I want to lose any possible offers on any house? And I tell my clients, you know, I'm not going to lose any offer comes in because a spam filter didn't recognize the person.
Yeah,
And I like spam. If you fry it up right, it's pretty good.
you're done.
You know, 40% of the spam usage in the world is in the Hawaiian Islands. They actually eat it, and they also use it to wax their surfboards.
Nice.
Well, Dick, thank you for that today. Happy Monday, everybody. It is the 24th of August. If you have not done so, update your 411 for this week. If you have not done so and you want to do so, send it to me. Let me keep you accountable. I'm going to hold you to your goals. And guess what? You're going to be 6 times more likely to get there.
All right, buddy. Thank
Pretty
you.
amazing stuff. So thank you for hanging out with this morning. If you guys have offers out there in the world and you get rejected, for God bleed, I hate that that's going to happen. Try to get the information and find out where we missed out. Let's share that information. Collectively, we can hedge out what sellers are thinking. And sellers agents, myself and Larry, Dick, those on the call that have the listings, let's find out what you're hearing. I know Melissa's got the 260 price range in Continental Ranch. Larry's got that a little further northwest, east of the freeway. So the more we communicate, the more we're going to hedge out the market information, the better we're going to be.
So do you have any tips and tricks like how to get that information?
Call them up.
I mean, just flat out ask them?
Flat out ask them. Hey, Miss Cindy, thank you so much for the opportunity to present an offer on your property. Would you tell me where I was beaten?
Exactly. That's the best. And if the offer that they took is somewhat suspect, all of a sudden you have greater information and knowledge how to go back in there with say a counter offer. All right.
And some agents won't tell you because the offer's not done. But then what you can do is I always keep a log of the houses I get beat on, even the listings I get beat on. And I go and research them after the fact, 30, 45, 60 days later, to find out what it sold for, if there were concessions, anything that's in the MLS data becomes public knowledge at that point. We can find out.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes I'll still call the other agent and just ask, hey, congratulations on winning that bid. I lost out the listing. What did you hear? Like, I'm trying to figure out what I did differently, or just gain better knowledge so I can better help clients in the future. There's nothing wrong in asking for feedback.
Okay.
All they can say is no.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
heck, I used to ask this to girls when they said no to dating me.
No,
Big
I've
Dan,
said this many times.
Big Dan, most of the time when I ask why I was beaten, they told me, the other one accepted, offered more, or they didn't ask for seller concessions.
Okay. Well, there's your feedback.
Yeah.
Cash offer. We got the lady that we had put in this offer on got beat up by a cash offer early the prior week.
Yeah, she did tell me that. She's like, well, cash offer will beat out an offer.
Not always.
Not always.
No, not always, but she's like, I have to throw that out there because at one point somebody had told her, like, well, why didn't you tell me a cash offer would be better? And she's like, well,
that's I would have said, you don't already know that?
exactly. That's what her reaction was. She's like, now I'm telling everybody, like, you can put in a cash offer. Hello, that might beat out other people. So.
Oh my God. If somebody's a real estate agent that doesn't realize that a cash offer is going to beat out most everything else because it can close quicker and there's no
Right.
financing and all that other stuff. Hello, it's an
Hello.
automatic. A cash offer
Right.
almost,
Yeah.
Dan, almost
Better chance, I guess.
always can win the deal.
I'm just saying almost, because I've got 2 deals that
Yeah.
I've helped in the last 3 weeks that were cash offers that got beat by traditional financing.
Yeah, I mean, it happens
It happens.
occasionally.
The
I think 50%.
red herring is always some kind of personal connection.
Mhm.
Awesome, guys. Well, have a wonderful day. We went a little bit longer. Go out there and do something awesome. If you're in Ignite, we got buyer consultations, meetings going on today, 9
Yay.
o'clock. I'll see you there.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.